Amen. Hallelujah. Stand in the book of Hosea. He said a lot of things on tonight. And if I was to give a thought on that, I would say, return to the Lord and live, or run away and die. Return to the Lord and live, or run away and die. Amen. It's time to come back. When we walk away, we don't know the thing that we do to ourselves when we walk away from God. He don't never walk away from us. We run away, we hide away, we steal away. We find everything in the world to do but serve God. And then we want to run to him when we have a problem. But if we can look around, just like he was talking about the tsunami, I believe New Orleans can look around and see that there's some things going on. Somebody, I don't care how many times they look at it, how many times they talk about it, but when God sent the flood there and destroyed the city, we can look at how, you can go back and read Sodom and Gomorrah. There are things that were going on in New Orleans that didn't go on in every city. You can talk about California, we can talk about New York, but New Orleans had some things going on. And when he sent that flood and destroyed that city, I would have beware then. But lo and behold, where'd the rain come? Where'd another flood come? Right back to New Orleans. Somebody didn't heed the word. We've got people crying out. He's crying out. Brother K-Pel is crying out to all of us. We saw, we sat, we looked, we listened, we applauded him when he was running across the country, doing his running, racing. We all, yay, that's John John. But when John John had trouble, a whole lot of us, I can say for myself, and Brother John John, I apologize to you because I should have been saying, John John, the Lord can do anything. It's all right. But there were sometimes I say, you know what, he shouldn't have made that mistake. I said some things that, not to hurt him, but still I commented. We don't realize when we comment on people, we still kill them. We still take this tongue and do damage to them because we didn't go and show them some love and encourage them and say, regardless of where you are, God can do anything but fail.
Amen.
But we say, instead, we look around, we say, I got tomorrow. I can do what I'm going to do today. Tomorrow I'm going to do this. The next thing I'm going to do, but tomorrow is not promised.
Amen.
We either going to return to the Lord and abide in his word and his will for our lives, or we going to run away and die. It's not enough to keep coming to this house or any other house. Like on Sunday, Pastor Lily, she poured out her heart. She spoke like never before. But how many of us took in that word? How many of us really put it in our hearts and took the word and started changing our life? It's not enough for me to get up here and stand and say, I'm going to do this tomorrow, I'm going to quit. I'm not a smoker, so I can't say nothing about smoking. I'm not a drinker, so I can't tell you nothing about drinking. I'm not a liar, so I can't tell you about practicing lies, because that's the thing. I don't practice lies because the lie won't tarry in his sight. And I want to be in the sight of God. He talked about being in the sight of God. He sees us. We can hide behind whatever we want. We can pretend to Pastor Lily however we want. We can pretend to Elder Lish however we want. We can come in here and sit like we sitting now, but when we walk out the door, what does our life say when we walk out the door? What does our life say when we're walking around in the store and somebody say, hey, how you doing? And you just, I know they're not speaking to me. Oh, come on. Some of us have some things that we don't care for some people. And we can't stand for those people to even speak to us. But we say we love God. There's some people right in the house that come to church every Sunday. When we see them, I'm not sitting over there. I can't say, it's time out for all of that. What you did 3 years ago, whoever hurt you 3 years ago, it's time to let all of that go, because we cannot move forward in God thinking that he's going to continue to bless us when we mess it up.
Amen.
When we going to return to the Lord, it's not about all that other stuff. We got to love people. We can't say we love God and don't love one another. It's impossible to please God without some love. We can say we believe him. We can have faith all day. But if you have hate in your heart, It doesn't matter. All that getting up, turning around, I'd rather run to the Lord and live than run away and die. And we need to think about that tonight, because some of us, we continually walk in the house, we hear the word, we walk out, and we keep doing the same thing we've been doing. But time is winding up. The time that was, my grandma always say, won't be no more. You're either going to, regardless as to whether you're messing up, tie a knot in your rope, hang on and keep praying and asking the Lord to help you. Ask the Lord to, Lord, deliver me. Lord, keep me. Lord, take out whatever's in my heart that's not like you and create in me a clean heart. Renew a right spirit within me. Young men, we got some little ones that's listening. You can do right. You can love God. You can serve God. You can walk in the church and you can have some joy. You can, because you go through things, all these young people, you go through things in school. School now is not like it was when we were going to school. Kids at young age have problems. But if you trust God, if you keep coming, if you keep hearing the word, just like those of us that are up in age, the Lord see you too. He know your heart too. You can pray and ask him and he will answer your prayer too. But you got to keep coming. You got to keep trusting. You got to keep listening. But most of all, don't turn away and run from the Lord. Run to him. Return to the Lord and live, or run away and die. Amen. 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 God.